When you walk into a room and completely forget why you're there, or you're mid-conversation and someone's name just vanishes. You're standing there smiling, buying time, hoping it comes back to you. Yeah, we've all been there. And the good news is, it's not just about getting older or having a bad memory. A huge part of how sharp your brain feels day to day comes down to something way more within your control than you think. What's on your plate? Your brain is one of the most metabolically active organs in your body. It's constantly building new connections, a process called neuroplasticity, which is basically your brain's ability to rewire and adapt. And that process needs fuel, specific, targeted fuel. So today, we're going through 10 foods that the research links to better memory and sharper thinking. Quick note, this is general education, not medical advice. If you're managing a cognitive condition or something more serious, please loop in your doctor. I'm not a dietitian, just someone who loves digging into the science of how food and brain health connect. Let's get into it. Let's start with the heavy hitter. Fatty fish are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, especially DHA, which makes up a huge portion of your brain's actual structure, particularly in the hippocampus, the region responsible for forming new memories. Multiple studies have linked higher omega-3 intake with better memory performance and even slower age-related cognitive decline. You don't need a ton. 2 servings a week is the general benchmark researchers point to. Think of DHA less as a supplement and more as literal building material your brain is asking for. Blueberries get a lot of hype, and honestly, it's earned. They are packed with flavonoids, plant compounds that give berries their deep color and appear to improve blood flow to the brain, which means better oxygen and nutrient delivery to the areas involved in memory. One well-cited study found older adults who added blueberries to their diet showed measurable improvements in memory tasks within just a few months. A handful a day tossed in yogurt or oatmeal is an easy way to work this in without overthinking it. Walnuts are one of the few plant-based sources of omega-3s, specifically ALA. Plus, they are rich in polyphenols, compounds with anti-inflammatory properties that may help reduce oxidative stress, basically cellular wear and tear that can affect brain aging over time. There is something almost poetic about the fact that walnuts even look a little like a brain, but the science stands on its own. Research has connected regular walnut consumption with improved cognitive test scores. A small handful as a snack is plenty. Leafy greens bring vitamin K, folate, and lutein to the table, nutrients tied to slower rates of cognitive decline in long-term studies. One widely referenced study found that older adults who ate 1 to 2 servings of leafy greens daily had cognitive function equivalent to someone 11 years younger. 11 years from spinach. That's the kind of start that makes you actually want to eat your greens. Toss a handful into a smoothie if salads aren't your thing. The benefit doesn't require a big production. Turmeric contains curcumin, an anti-inflammatory compound that some researchers believe may help clear amyloid plaques, protein buildups associated with memory problems. Though it's worth being honest here, the research on turmeric and memory in humans is still early and somewhat mixed, with a lot of the strongest results coming from smaller or shorter-term studies. Promising, not proven. Still, it's a low-risk, high-flavor addition. Golden milk lattes or a pinch in roasted vegetables are easy ways to bring it into your week. Broccoli is dense with vitamin K and antioxidant compounds that support the fatty structures inside brain cells, the parts responsible for fast, efficient communication between neurons. It's not the flashiest food on this list, but its nutrient density per calorie is hard to beat. Lightly steaming it rather than boiling it into oblivion preserves more of those brain supportive compounds. Small cooking choice, real difference. Pumpkin seeds are a quiet powerhouse. Zinc, magnesium, copper and iron, all of which play a role in nerve signaling and memory formation. Zinc deficiency in particular has been linked in research to memory and cognitive issues, which makes these little seeds more functional than they get credit for. A small handful sprinkled on salads or oatmeal covers a meaningful chunk of your daily needs. Here's a fun one. Dark chocolate, the real stuff, 70% cocoa or higher, contains flavonoids similar to those in blueberries, and some studies suggest they may improve blood flow to the brain and support memory and mood. That said, this is another area where the evidence is still developing, and a lot of the strongest findings come from cocoa flavonol extracts rather than a chocolate bar off the shelf. So, enjoy it. Just think of it as a bonus, not a prescription. One orange gives you close to your full day's vitamin C, an antioxidant that helps protect brain cells from oxidative stress and has been associated in research with reduced risk of cognitive decline. It's an easy one, no prep, no recipe, just peel and eat. Sometimes the simplest foods on the list are the easiest to actually stick with. Eggs are one of the richest natural sources of choline, a nutrient your body uses to make acetylcholine, a neurotransmitter directly involved in memory and learning. The evidence connecting dietary choline to long-term memory benefits is still being actively studied, and results have been mixed across populations. But choline's basic role in brain chemistry is well established. 1 or 2 eggs is an easy way to cover a solid portion of your daily choline needs. So let's run it back. Quick fire. Fatty fish, blueberries, walnuts, leafy greens, turmeric, broccoli, pumpkin seeds, dark chocolate, oranges, and eggs. 10 foods, all backed by real research. All things you can actually find in a regular grocery store. Here's the thing. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet overnight. Just pick one food from this list, something that actually sounds good to you, and try working it in this week. That's it. That's the whole ask. If you want to dig into the actual studies behind any of this, I've linked sources in the description. See you in the next one.